So far, we have introduced some of the most well-known traditional Japanese occult practices and methods of summoning yokai, such as Ushi no Koku-mairi, the curse ritual performed at the Hour of the Ox, Hyakumonogatari, the game of 100 ghost stories, and inugami-tsuki, possession by a dog spirit. All of these are widely recognized among the Japanese people, but they remain within the realm of legend. Most people have not actually performed them or experienced them firsthand. However, practices like purification rituals, oharai and okiyome, and exorcism in a broad sense, are deeply embedded in the customs of the majority of Japanese people. Even sumo, Japan's national sport, follows these traditions. These rituals can generally be categorized into Shinto, Buddhist, and esoteric Buddhist, Mikkyo styles. However, rather than delving into religious sects, this discussion will focus on their role as cultural customs. That being said, rituals involving purification and exorcism tend to be more common in Shinto. Most people who have been to Japan are familiar with this one. It is lightning bolts made from paper or cloth and affixed to ropes, most often seen at temple entrances or strung around trees. It marks a sacred area and can also be used in purification rituals. As will be explained later, it even plays a role in sumo ceremonies. Tsukimono-barai refers to the act of purifying one's hands and mouth with water before praying at a shrine or temple. The fountain with running water and ladles where this is done is called a temizuya. Mori-shio is a custom in which salt is shaped into a cone or pyramid and placed at entrances or inside homes. It's done for good luck, protection from misfortune, and warding off evil. They can be seen at entrances of Japanese restaurants for these reasons. Takagyo is when a person stands under a waterfall in order to cleanse both their body and spirit. It is often performed wearing white garments to symbolize being free of defilement. It is practiced to atone for sins and for purification. Martial artists also practice takigyo as a form of mental training. After attending a funeral, it is customary to throw salt on one's body or to step on salt before entering the home. This is meant to cleanse impurities, kegare in Japanese, and purify the body. This is not because a dead body is considered unclean. Rather, death itself is considered an impurity and brings with it negative energies. It is believed that attending a funeral transfers this impurity to the attendees, and the ritual of salt purification purifies the body from these kegare. Yakubarai is commonly performed during what Japanese call yakudoshi, meaning unlucky years. It can also be done anytime one pleases to cleanse accumulated bad luck from daily life. Yakudoshi refers to certain ages believed to be particularly prone to misfortune, a concept that dates back to Heian period texts and remains deeply rooted in Japanese tradition. Many Japanese people visit shrines or temples for yakubarai during their unlucky years. For men, the pre-unlucky year is at age 41, the main unlucky year is 42, and the post-unlucky year is 43. For women, it is 32, 33, and 34, respectively. The exact ages may vary slightly depending on the region or religious tradition. Generally, Japanese people have a more distant relationship with religion compared to Westerners, mainly visiting shrines or temples at key life events for custom rather than belief. However, even those who do not regularly engage in religious practices often make a point of undergoing yakubarai. Tsukimono-barai is said to be most effective when performed by yamabushi, meaning mountain ascetic, or at shrines that enshrine powerful spiritual protectors of the possessing entity. In Japan, people who display excessive restlessness or frequent fits of anger were once believed to be possessed by fox spirits. To exorcise such spirits, visiting shrines that revere wolves as guardian spirits, such as Mitsumini Shrine or Musashi Mitake Shrine in the Kanto region, is said to be particularly effective. Kuruma-barai is a Shinto purification ritual performed to pray for traffic safety and protect both the driver and the vehicle. The typical process involves driving to a shrine, parking in a designated area under the guidance of the shrine staff, and then receiving the purification prayer, called a kido. Jichinsai is a ritual performed before starting construction or civil engineering projects to pray for safety and smooth completion. In the case of building construction, it is considered a traditional architectural ceremony. Since ancient times, Japanese people have believed that deities reside in the land. As part of the ritual, an offering called shizume-mano, literally pacifying object, is buried at the center of the construction site as a gift to the land's deity. While the container for shizume-mano varies by region and shrine, such as a box or envelope, its contents typically include 7 symbolic items: a human-shaped figurine, a shield, a spear, a small sword, a long dagger, a mirror, and a water jade. The purpose of jichinsai is to purify the land, offer greetings to the deity, and pray for safety during construction and the longevity and stability of the building. However, it is not a legal requirement and is left to the discretion of the property owner. In the past, it was common to see jichinsai ceremonies whenever a new building was constructed on vacant land. However, in recent years, an increasing number of property owners have opted not to perform the ritual. I have personally seen these taking place when walking around neighborhoods in the suburbs, so it seems that it is happening. As a side note, this service is not free, costing between 20,000 and 50,000 yen, or about 132 to 330 USD. Sumo incorporates numerous Shinto rituals, making it culturally distinct from other Japanese martial arts. Historically, sumo originated as a ritual to predict the year's harvest, and even today, it is considered a sacred ceremony. The sumo ring, dohyō in Japanese, is purified in a ritual called a dohyō-matsuri, which takes place the day before a tournament. This ceremony is to pray for the safety of the wrestlers and the smooth progression of the matches while welcoming the deities. The referee leads the ceremony, acting as the officiant while dressed in Shinto priest attire. The ritual includes a purification process to cleanse the dohyō. At the end of the dohyō-matsuri, just like in groundbreaking ceremonies, offerings are placed at the center of the ring. These include dried chestnuts, washed rice, terreya nuts, dried squid, salt, and kelp. This is done to welcome the gods into the ring. At the end of the tournament, after all matches have concluded, the wrestlers lift the referee into the air in a celebratory toss, symbolically sending the deity back to the heavens. Before stepping onto the sacred ring, wrestlers rinse their mouths with chikara-mizu, literally meaning power water, as an act of purification. Upon entering the ring, wrestlers scatter salt to ward off evil spirits and purify the space. After throwing salt, they perform shiko, a fundamental sumo exercise where they squat, extend one leg to the side, and raise it high before forcefully stomping down. This motion is not only an essential part of sumo training, but also serves as a ritual to cleanse the ring and drive away lurking spirits. Thank you for watching the video until the end. What kind of exorcisms or purification rituals are done in your country? We would be happy if you could tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Japan B provides lesser-known information about Japan,